Gentlemen, you are the cream of the world's air forces. This country desperately needs your help. 6 months ago, an extremely well-armed and organized terrorist force carried out a coup d'etat. Attempts to free our country have been foiled by repeated surprise attacks. To avoid escalating this war and causing unacceptable civilian losses, we wish to employ your services. Surgical airstrikes and the elimination of enemy air superiority will tip the scales in our favor. You will receive remuneration commensurate with your positions as the premier top guns of the world. This is an evaluation of your operational abilities. Intelligence reports an enemy supply unit moving to resupply their forward positions. You should have the advantage of surprise. We should have localized air superiority for the duration of the operation. Target, C5A supply unit.
Ready? Break now! Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Enemy lock. Jesus! Miss! Bingo! Yahoo! Jesus! On our left! Bogey on our six! On the head! Enemy lock. Take off! Stay with the ease. Enemy targets located. On the head. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. On our right. On the head. Enemy in. On our right. On the head. Locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Enemy targets located. On the head! Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Don't let me waste it! Blew him away. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. Focus 12 o'clock on our left. Stay with him. On the head. Bingo! Yahoo! Wait! On our left! Mission accomplished.
Immediate mobilization required. Our base's position was compromised in the last enemy push. Reports indicate imminent arrival of bombers. Scramble and ace those bogies. Target, B-52 Bomber Force.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot again! Bogey on our 6. On our right! On the head! On our left! Bogey on our 6. On our left! Bogey on our 6. Take off! Enemy targets located. Up ahead! On our left! Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot down! Take off! Stay with him! Don't let it blew him away! Enemy inside. Up ahead! Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Locked on us. Missile approaching. Die! Die!
Alert, body damage.
Don't let him
Alert,
away!
body damage.
Fire!
Alert,
Shoot
body
down!
damage.
Jesus!
Alert, body
Bogey on our 6.
Alert, body damage.
Don't let him away! Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Die! Die!
AWACS reports an enemy incursion in our sector. We are diverting you from local air support to forward operations. Neutralize the approaching units. Target enemy attacking force. Formation makeup is unknown. Expect enemy fighter support and a tough dogfight. Good luck.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him down! Bingo! Bogey on our 6. On our left! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail! They win! Up ahead! Take off! Don't let him get away! On our left! Enemy targets located. On our right. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Bingo. Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Enemy locked on target. On our left. Bogey on our 6. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Locked on target. Fire! Up ahead! Stay with him. our 6. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Bogey, take off.
Warning.
Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Stay with him. Don't let him get wasted. Enemy target located. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Bogey on our 6.
Caution.
Pull out of it.
Engine stall.
On our right. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Bingo. Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our 6. Oh, take off. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Act 1. Mission accomplished.
Up to now, our offensive missions have been constrained by the presence of civilians in Donetsk City. The recent evacuation of that city permits us to engage hard targets within the city perimeter. Target 1, Computer Communication Center. Target 2, Enemy Headquarters Building. Night conditions should neutralize enemy ground fire. However, the city has at least 3 interceptors available. We have no intelligence on force composition. From now on, you will have a wingman assigned to you. Inform him of the operation before departure.
Ready? Break now. Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our
Alert.
6.
Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
Enemy in
Alert.
sight.
Body damage.
Take off.
Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
Electric on our left. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our tail. Enemy in sight. On our left. Enemy in sight. Enemy in Bogey on our tail. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Take off. Mission accomplished.
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the pipeline and the refinery. Target: oil refinery plant and oil field. Use the pipeline as a reference to the refinery. Locate and destroy.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight.
Caution.
Enemy targets located. Focus 12 o'clock. Focus on our 6. Focus on our 6. Take off. Up ahead.
Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. On our right. Focus on our 6. Take off.
Caution. Caution.
Enemy targets located. Focus on our 6. I'm losing him. Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on cover. Focus 12 o'clock. On our right. Focus on our tail. Focus on our 6. On our right. I'm losing him. Let's return to mission. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. On our right. Bingo! Focus on our 6. On our right. Focus on our 6. Focus on our 6. And focus on our 6. Enemy block. Focus 12 o'clock. On our right. Focus on our 6. Altitude too low. Flying. Take off. On our right. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. On our right. Focus on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Flying. Focus on our tail. On our right. Enemy up ahead. Focus on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Take off! Mission accomplished.
The enemy has proved to have significant resources. This war of attrition is not to our advantage. We are now targeting key infrastructure sites. Target: resources mining system and production plant. Intelligence reports stealth fighters operating in this theater. Remember, their lack of radar signature makes visual sighting essential.
Ready? Break now! Enemy targets located. Bogey at 12 o'clock. On our left. Bogey on our tail. Bingo! On our left. Bogey on our 6. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Take off. Enemy targets located. Enemy inside. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Take off. Bingo! Bogey on our 6. Take off. On our right. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Enemy target located. Enemy locked on bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Take off. Bogey on our tail. I'm losing him. Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on at 12 o'clock. Great shot. Bogey on our 6. Mission accomplished.
The enemy's ADCRS, Air Defense Command and Radar System, has been identified. We can expect a steep drop in enemy effectiveness if this site is destroyed. The enemy has an effective SAM kill zone around the target. Its one weak point is a narrow ravine leading to the base. This requires precision, nap of the earth flying. Target, enemy radar sight. You have no effective countermeasures to this model of SAM. Exit the ravine and you are toast.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! It's wasted! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! It's wasted! Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Enemy target located. Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished.
Regaining Donetsk City is a prime strategic consideration for the enemy. To forestall offensive operations, we will strike their staging area. Target, staging facilities and B-1 bombers. Our goal is to hit them just before their incursion begins.
Ready? Break now! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Great shot! Take off! Jesus, miss! Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Bingo! Yahoo! Bag one! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bogey on our 6. Take off! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Only on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Up ahead! Only on our 6. On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot down! Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy locked on target. Here!
Alert,
Only on our 6.
Alert,
Up
body
ahead!
Alert, body
Jesus! Miss!
Alert, body Alert,
Locked
body
on target. Fire! Shoot down! Only on our 6. Take off! On our right! Only on our 6. Up ahead! Fire! Take off! Enemy targets located. Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Here! Out! On our right! Only on our 6. Take off! Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. On our left. Only on our tail. Only on our 6. Bingo! Yeah! Too low. Fine.
Caution. No altitude.
Mission accomplished.
Naval Intelligence report a transport heading to Nawikot Bay. Since it may be a troop transport, we need to sink it before it docks. Follow up with destruction of the island port facilities. The opposition is expected to consist of an enemy fighter wing of unknown composition.
Ready? Break now! On our left! Bogey on our 6. On up, take off! Bogey on our tail! Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Altitude too low. Fine.
Caution.
Bingo!
No
Yahoo!
altitude.
Altitude too low. Fine.
Caution.
Great shot.
No altitude.
Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Bingo! Yahoo! On our right. Bogey on our 6. Take off! On our right! Bogey on our 6. Enemy targets located. Bogey on our 6. Enemy targets located. Bingo! Pick off! Bogey on our tail! Mission accomplished.
Your mercenary unit has proved its reliability. We request you aid in the extraction of one of our officers from the enemy mountain fortress. We can only send one unit without alerting the opposition. Target: cripple enemy air defense and land on their runway. Only you have the requisite skills. You will be paid handsomely.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Blue! Him away! Bogey on our 6. On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Don't let him get away! They wasted! Enemy inside. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Bag one! He's wasted! Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Bingo! Yahoo! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Bingo! Yahoo! He's toast! Fire! Shoot it down! He's toast!
facility for our forces. We cannot allow the enemy to cripple or recapture it. Current intelligence suggests the enemy is preparing a bombing raid utilizing stealth bombers. Even one can devastate the facility. Keep alert. Target, stealth bomber wing.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! On our left!
Warning.
Bogey on our 6. On our left!
Warning.
Enemy target located. Bogey on our 6. Bingo! On our left!
Warning.
Take off!
Warning.
On our left!
Warning.
Bogey on our tail! Up ahead! On our left! Enemy in sight. Fire! Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. On our right! On our left! Take off! Up ahead! Enemy targets located. On our right! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yeah! Take off! Back one! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off! Wait! Bogey on our tail! Mission accomplished.
The enemy is committing its huge mothership to this theater. They are growing desperate. Eliminate the mothership and their naval mobility is crippled. There are no reference points on the ocean. Pay attention to the operational map. Target mothership.
Ready? Break now! Up ahead! Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. On our left! Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Altitude too low. Flying!
Caution. Low
Focus 12
altitude.
o'clock.
Caution.
Slow flight. Up ahead. On our left. Bogey on our tail. On our right. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our 6.
Caution.
Enemy locked. Take off.
Caution.
Bogey on our 6. Take off. Up ahead. Up ahead. On our left. Bogey on our 6. Great shot.
Caution.
Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution.
On our left.
Low altitude.
Altitude too low. Flying. On our right. Enemy targets located. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. On our right. Enemy inside. Bogey on our 6. Enemy on our right. Altitude too low. Flying. Bogey on our 6. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked. Bogey on our 6. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Take off. Enemy in sight. On our right. Up ahead. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our 6. Take off. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bingo! Yeah. Bogey on our 6. Mission accomplished.
Despite the elimination of all fuel refineries, the enemy continues to conduct operations. You are assigned to recon for undetected fuel supplies. Even though this is just recon, engage and eliminate any opposition patrols. Good hunting.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Bingo! Yeah! Bogey on our 6. On our left. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Up ahead! Just take off! Focus on our 6. On our right! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Up ahead! On our left! Don't take off! On our right! Enemy targets located. Up ahead! On our right! Focus on our 6. On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on. Focus on our 6. Stay with him. Pull out of it. Missile approaching. Dive! And up ahead! Focus on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Take off! Jesus, miss! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Focus on our 6.
Alert, body damage. Alert,
Take
body
off.
damage. Alert, body damage. Alert,
Focus on
body
our tail!
damage. Alert, body
Focus
damage.
on our 6. Take off! Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! On our right, take off! Up ahead! Focus on our 6. On our right! Focus on our 6. Focus on our tail! Take off! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Focus on our 6. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Up ahead! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy in focus on our 6. Enemy target located. Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Focus on our 6. On our left. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our 6. Jesus, miss! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! On our right! Focus on our 6.
Warning.
Up ahead! Take off! Don't let him get away! Focus on our 6. Up ahead! Wait, take off! Up ahead! Focus on our 6. On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our 6. On our right! Up ahead!
Warning.
Focus on our 6.
Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Focus on our 6. On our left. Focus on our tail. Focus on our 6. Up ahead. Enemy targets located. Out. Enemy targets located. Focus on our 6. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! accomplished.
Our recon work has identified the last fuel depot. Go and bomb it flat. Target: a group of fuel production bases. The enemy is using its top guns in this theater. Keep focused and good hunting.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Bingo! Yeah! Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution.
On our left.
Low altitude.
Bogey on our six. Altitude too low. Flying. Take off. Bogey on our tail. On our right. Up ahead. On our left. Bogey on our six. Bingo! Yahoo! Take off! Bingo! Yahoo! On our right. Enemy up ahead. Enemy locked on target.
Warning.
Bogey on our six. Great shot! Take off! Up ahead! Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Bogey on our tail! Take off! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy in... On our right! Bogey on our tail! Bingo! Yahoo! On our left! Bogey on our six. On our left, take off. Up ahead. On our left. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our six. On our left. Take off. On our left. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on. Enemy target located. Enemy altitude too low. Flying. Bingo! Yahoo!
Warning.
Mission away.
Our offensive operations are now concentrated on the Scorpion Island fortress. The base itself is a hard nut to crack, but we will isolate it by eliminating its bridge and central runway. Target: Red Suspension Bridge to the island and its Air Force base. There will be plenty of ACAC and SAM defenses around the runway. Go in for one pass, then break off operations.
Ready? Break now! Enemy targets located. On our left! Bogey on our 6. Take off! Enemy targets located. On our left! Bogey on our 6. Take off! Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Woohoo! Enemy locked on target. Enemy target located. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Take off! Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. On our left. Bogey. Altitude too low. Fly. Bogey on our 6. Take off. Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. And bogey at 12 o'clock. On our left, altitude too low, fly. Bogey at 12 o'clock, bogey on our 6. Mission accomplished.
The enemy is on his last legs. One more strike should lay him out. Take your unit through the ravine to the enemy headquarters. Intelligence is sketchy on force composition near the headquarters, so keep on your toes. Fly low on your way in. Everything above the ravine is a SAM kill zone.
Ready? Break now! Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Blew him away! Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it! Blew him away! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Post! Mission accomplished.
Urgent message. Enemy giant airborne fortress discovered. This may be your final task. Eliminate it before it reaches our airspace. Good luck.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Bogey on their tails! Enemy targets located. On our right! Bogey on their tails! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Bogey on their tails! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in sight.
Caution.
Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy targets located. Bogey on their tails. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Bogey on their tails. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Enemy targets located. Bogey on our tail. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy targets located. Bogey on our tail. Enemy locked on target. On our right. On our right. Enemy targets located. On our right. Bogey on our tail. Enemy in sight.
Caution.
Locked on target.
Caution.
Great shot! Bingo! Yahoo!
Alert, body damage. Alert,
Enemy
body
targets located.
damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located.
Caution.
Bogey on our tail.
Caution.
Bingo! Yahoo!
Caution.
Congratulations. The enemy has capitulated and the coup has failed. The rightful government has been restored to this peaceful country. Your skill as top guns changed the balance. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you.